What's going on, guys? King Raven here, coming at you with another video today. So we have another Divo Knives drop, and it's not just a Divo Knives drop, it's a White Mountain Knives exclusive Divo Knives drop. Kevin and Colin over at Divo Knives, they have been a big supporter of my channel for a long time, and Justin over at White Mountain Knives, big supporter of my channel, great dude. So I love being able to bring a knife that not only promotes Divo, but White Mountain Knives. So I will have White Mountain Knives listed below. You can check out all the different versions of the knife at White Mountain Knives. And don't forget, you can use code ShieldArms. I will have that in the description as well. Save you 10% off your purchase, as well as free shipping. But before we get to today's video, y'all remember that using those links in the description is the best way to help support me here at the channel, and I greatly appreciate it when you use those links. There's a lot of discount codes with those links as well. Don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button at the end of the video, as well as the notification bell. And then check out the other video I'll have linked. Now let's flip this camera around and get into today's video of the newest Divo knife. Okay, guys, Divo boys have done it again. We have another drop from Divo Knives, and not just the Divo boys, but Justin over at White Mountain Knives. This is a White Mountain Knives exclusive knife. So Divo and White Mountain Knives have teamed up for this knife. Of course, you always get a cloth with your Divo knives and the stickers and stuff like that. But we have the Divo Knives Growler XL. Now, the Growler is exclusive over at White Mountain Knives. And they've done the regular growlers and different V's of the growlers, the original, the V2. They've done the mini growler. Now we have a Growler XL. All the Divo knife boxes are now coming with the art designed art boxes, and you got a nice big old gorilla on this with a big old growler jug. And each one of the boxes is colorwayed to sort of match what knife you're particular getting. There are 8 different versions. I will have White Mountain Knives linked down below so you can check out all 8 different versions at White Mountain Knives, as well as you can go and watch Lefty EDC's video. He goes through and he talks about each different one of the 8 versions. All right, whichever way you want to. Now, these are dropping November 20th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? So, you should be seeing this, unless you're watching it in the future, the day that it dropped. If you watch it the day this video drops, they are dropping today. 8 different versions, okay? And the version that I have is the Shipwreck Camo Acid Wash 154 CM. Check out the Growler XL. This is now officially the largest knife that Divo Knives makes. We'll do some size comparisons here in just a minute, but this is the Growler XL, and this is the Shipwreck version. So Shipwreck Camo Carbon, lots of the teals and the coppers. And on this accent, they literally went with real copper collars and back spacer. You've got a milled titanium pocket clip that is matching the acid wash blade, as well as all the other hardware. Okay, that pocket clip is reversible, and this is the first growler with the milled clip, but they still give you the wire clip option for the people who are liking to use the wire clips, and they match the wire clips to the blades, because you can't anodize and stuff like that to match the real copper and different stuff like that. It was just easier to match the blades on those wire pocket clips and the actual milled clip as well. These are camo carbon scales, and we'll get into the lock in just a second and everything. They have a slight contour to them. Let's check out this blade. Huge, massive 154 cm blade, and this one, being the shipwreck, is acid washed. You got a very tall grind. This sucker is super slicey, very slicey. All right, I have true medium glove size hands. I get 4 full fingers, and then you've got that 50-50 troll. And with the jimping that goes all the way up until the swedge starts, I don't care what size hand. Now, you might have too small of a hands for this, but you're not going to have too large of a hand for this knife. This knife is huge, massive. Now, I was talking about the lock. This is a tab lock, or an inset tab lock, whatever you want to call it and everything. There is only a small tab that goes along just on the front of this side that's screwed in to provide the lock bar. There is no liner or anything like that on this side of the knife. It's only the camo carbon. All right. Now, up here where the bearings ride, there are 2 little tabs. A little tab on this side and a little tab on this side that the bearings can ride. So you've got the bearings riding steel against the steel blade. So it's not like the bearings are running on the camo carbon. So that makes these camo carbon versions, for such a large knife, a very light knife for what it is. Now, they do have some titanium versions, and those titanium versions will be heavier than your carbon fiber. They even have a G10 version. They went with 154 cm on all the 8 versions because they were trying to come in under a certain price point. All right, and with this being a larger knife, normally a larger knife doesn't necessarily mean a more expensive knife. In this case, it is huge slabs of camo carbon, all right? Big slabs of steel. This actually did require more cost because it was a larger knife, and they wanted to come in at that $200 price point and under. So the most expensive version is $200, and that's titanium, and it's mirror polished DLC, true DLC, mirror polished DLC 154 cm. All right, so all that's still, and it's not even $200. You can use discount code ShieldArms at White Mountain Knives, get 10% off that. So if you use the code ShieldArms, it's literally only $180. All right, so they came in with a phenomenal price. The amount of knife you're getting for that price is just incredible. You can see the 154 cm right down there. So I showed you against my hand, but even though it's such a large knife, especially with that jimping going all the way out, you can easily use that tip to do your pierce and any of your precision cuts. You got nice belly to do your push cuts, and then you got big old power cuts. And if you wanted a nice light knife, but a very capable like camp knife to do food prep at camping, if you were backpacking, get one of the camo carbon versions and everything. You can take this out there and very light to carry, and then you've got a great food prep knife and everything with such a tall blade. You can get that whole blade on that cutting board and everything like that, and not have to worry about it like some pocket knives. This would be great at that. And then still, this makes a great EDC, especially if you like carrying larger knives. You've got larger hands and everything. I don't prefer larger knives, and I was rocking this thing just last night. And everything, this is great. Very awesome. Running on ball bearings, cage ball bearings and everything like that. Nice detent on there. Really awesome in hand. Let's do some size comparison. So, this was Divo Knives' largest knife to date. This is the tall boy. Love my tall boy. I have the Black Pearl or the Jack Sparrow edition, whatever you want to call it. But I have the full Zerkatai kit on mine. Zerkatai back spacer, clip, collars, thumb studs. So, the tall boy, Divo's largest knife compared to the Growler XL. This is a 4-inch blade. It's like 9 1/4 inches overall, where this is like a little bit over 3.5-inch blade right there. So, massive. Now, I am waiting on the regular Growler size V3 to come out, so I don't currently have a regular size Growler. I sold my first gen Growler, but I do have one of the mini Growlers. Now, this one I had got the Dark Blast titanium, and I have the Zerkatai kit on this. So, Zerkatai back spacer and pivot collars. And this is the mini Growler. So, now, just keep in mind, you've got the regular Growler, which would be a little bit shorter than the tall boy. Then you've got the mini Growler. And now you got your Growler XL. But look at the size difference between the mini Growler and the Growler. It's just, this is a huge knife. You can almost fit the whole mini Growler into the handle. You definitely can if you have it closed. That's just crazy right there. But, yeah. Love the Growler design, especially if you were wanting one of the Divo knives to do a lot of work with, go for the Growler. Man, the tall grind on it, the length that you got for your straight edge, your belly, it's just so versatile. You can use the tip, you can use the belly, you can use the straight, especially on this XL, those zones are definitely a lot more defined, and with such a tall grind, yeah, work Divo, the Growler is a fantastic choice and everything. Not that some of the other ones, but the Growler is great. And, of course, for EDC. Now, I love the improvement that they gave us a milled clip. I wish this had a milled clip. That would make this the perfect size Growler for me, because I tend to prefer knives more towards this size and everything. But this has been so cool. Love it. That is the Divo Knives Growler XL, dropping exclusively at White Mountain Knives. 8 different versions. November 20th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Use code ShieldArms. Save yourself 10% on any of the variations of them. And the most expensive one is $199. And they go down. I want to say the least one and everything is like $140, around $140. And that's before that 10% discount. So, yeah, you got a great deal, great steel, and 154 cm is going to have good edge retention, good toughness, and good corrosion for you. And you can get them anything from satin, DLC, mirror polished DLC, acid wash, all different variations, camo carbons, titaniums. You want it, I guarantee you one of the 8 versions is going to be for you, and even some with copper and brass accents. Let's flip this camera around and wrap up today's video of the Divo Knives and White Mountain Knives exclusive Growler XL. So what do you think about the Divo and White Mountain Knives exclusive Growler XL? Man, this behemoth is a fantastic knife. I am digging it. And I'm not even a huge knife person, you know, as far as large knives. I love knives. I'm a huge knife nut, but I'm not a huge knife person. And this would be in the category of huge knife. But I love this Growler, and I love that they are now doing a milled clip option. Divo, I know you're watching and everything like that, and Justin White Mountain Knives as well. On all the new renditions, no matter the size, make sure we get a milled clip. That makes the Growler even one more level over the top. And this size is definitely over the top. The Growler XL is fantastic. So, the drop happening November the 20th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, depending on when you're watching this video. Check the link in the description. It'll take you to White Mountain Knives, and you can see all 8 different versions. And don't forget, code ShieldArms get you 10% off. Plus, they have all the accent kits for this over there as well. So not only do they have 8 different versions, they have accent kits. So even if you went with the plain black G10 and stonewashed the cheapest version, you can accent it up with different copper, brass, different color titaniums and stuff like that. Zircotite. They've even got Zirc kits over there. So, no, all the versions of the knife as well as accessories will be dropping on November 20th. I will have them linked below. So, y'all let me know what you think about the Growler XL. Do you plan on picking one up? Which version are you getting? Y'all let me know. I went with the shipwreck version. Fantastic. Love it. All right. I would like to know which version you're going with. Give me a like. Leave your comments. Also, tell me your favorite Divo knife and everything. I would love to know that as well. In the description of this video and all my videos are my links. Those links are the best way to help support me here at the channel, and I greatly appreciate it when you use those links. Plus, there's a lot of discount codes with those links as well. There's a link to my Patreon and to my Instagram. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Check out this video. I think you might like it. Y'all be safe out there. I'm King Raven, and I'll catch you in the next video.